What's up, y'all? Guns here. Figured I'd make a little video. Haven't made one in a while. Some little guns thoughts. I got a lot of people DMing me and, asking me if I'm going to the National. No. No, I'm not. I'll tell people no, and they'll be like, why? And, what for? Card prices are too expensive, number one, so I'm not going to go drop a bunch of coin on cards, you know what I mean? I watch what's happening in the market, and I'm okay with it, everybody make your money. Do your thing, but I'm not going to go spend a ton of money on cards. The only values that I know are in my gun shows, and I let the people determine the values of the cards there. So people come here and, gun show, they get cheap cards. So the Ron Artest rookie autograph for $40 Saturday that, comps are at $100 in the last month. Multiple comps. That's the values that I know. I'm not going to go overpay for cards, even for my PC. Right now, I'm just, that's just not where I'm at. I'm at a level where I'm doing other things, with my collection, which are cheaper, more affordable, staying in my lane. Instead of going for big hitters right now. That's one. What's the other reason? I'm going to go there and fucking slap hands with, a bunch of people who I don't talk with. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with a few people in this hobby, very few, actually. Most of those people aren't going to be going to the National, There's very different groups on Twitter and YouTube. That's a question I get a lot too. People will be like, hey man, I'm thinking about making a YouTube account. What's the community like over there? And I'm like, there is no community on YouTube. But you got a community on Facebook, and they do videos on YouTube. You got a community on Twitter, and then you got individuals on YouTube, and it's not a community over here. It's a bunch of guys that show off their collections, and that's kind of it. When I first got into this hobby, there were big people on YouTube, and it seemed like it was more connected. And you'd see a lot of these bigger accounts. They don't take the time to pop in your lives or to pop in your shit or to comment. People, they used to go live and they used to have like 60, 70 people in there. And now they go live and, I'll see they'll have like 8 or 9 people in there. And, there's a reason for that. It's because you didn't want to be part of any community. You thought you were the community for so long. And people don't fuck with your shit no more. That's why people don't come in. There's no community on YouTube that I notice or that I'm a part of. So yeah, I'm just not interested in going and slapping hands with a bunch of people who don't give two fucks, about me. These people know where I'm at almost every weekend. They don't pop in and say hi. So what the fuck am I going to fly across the country for to say hi to them? Anyways, I'm getting kind of jaded with the hobby, man. People that rock with me can tell that I'm 1 foot out of the hobby. It's changed so much. There've been a lot of issues, a lot of situations why. I don't think I'm the best dude in the world, but I know enough evil people to know that I'm not one of those. I've always tried to do the right thing in the hobby, man. I've looked out for people who I felt like were getting bullied. Or when a mob mentality would attack somebody, say on Twitter for something that I didn't agree with. I would have a problem with sitting still and not saying something to their behalf, because I've never been the type to be okay with a bunch of people attacking somebody. It's weird to me when it doesn't come back the same way. Like, I know that I'm a brash person and I got heavy shoulders, man. I can handle when things pile on me. But there have been some things that I've had a hard time dealing with in this hobby. I've been called a racist. I've been called a sexist. Just recently, been murder mouthed and called a homophobe. because I'm in a little argument with somebody, and I say the word, and I say poof, you know, at the end of my sentence, I say poof, like poof be gone, and then all of a sudden they're like, that's a gay derogatory slang word in another country, you sex, or you homophobe. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't know that. I wasn't trying to offend a whole group, I was trying to offend you. Crazy, man, crazy. But what makes it even more crazy to me is that you know, like on Twitter, you'll have people and they'll take a bunch of screenshots, you know, of things that you say, and then they'll blatantly misquote you. And then all their little bitches will slide in, yeah, fuck that guy, da 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 da. And you'll have like one or two people that speak up on your behalf to defend you. But then you'll have like 40 people who DM you on the side and be like, hey man, fuck that dude, bro, you're solid, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be honest with you. I got more respect for the person who's attacking blatantly than the person who gives secret, you know, camaraderie and support. Don't fucking DM me with support. What is your friendship with me secret? You know what I mean? You secretly think I'm a good guy? Don't do that. I ain't got no respect for that, man. And it seems like that's been for a long time. And you know what? I get it. You know, people don't like confrontation. I really don't like it either. Sometimes I do though. So, you know, it's hard for me to keep my mouth shut. So I'll step up and say what the fuck I feel like saying. But it's just weird to me, man. It's weird how the hobby works. It's weird. The people in it are weird. You know what I mean? Like, I've done amazing things for people, and then they just disappear. I can't say the word poof anymore, but they just Shazam disappear. Things I've been attacked for in this hobby, man. I did a rack once, you know, for somebody, and got fucking attacked because I didn't invite people. You know what I mean? Because I don't rock with that crew, so I didn't reach out to that crew and be like, hey, I'm gonna rack this person, and got just slaughtered for it. And then the person that I did the rack for just disappeared right afterwards. I've never, you know, I've talked to him like twice since then. You know, you don't do things to get things back from people, but you sure don't want to do things for nothing, just to have people be gone. Like, I'd rather spend my time and my energy on somebody who's going to be around, or who's going to appreciate it, or, you know, pop in every once in a while to be like, hey, you really cared how I was doing, man, how are you doing? So that's you know, other things, man. Raise a bunch of money to you know, to help somebody start a business, and somebody's like, hey man, I really appreciate you, man, I'm going to send you this little $10 autographed picture, and it never does. It's well, that's kind of shows how much you appreciate, you know, somebody. These are just things in life that people need to do. So, you know, something that I've always said was, if you don't take care of the good in your hobby and support the good in your hobby, the good's gonna leave, and then you're stuck with the bullshit. You know, you got a lot of people on Twitter, and one of the other things that gets me is you got a lot of people on Twitter who like to cry bully. And then they'll be the most bullyingest motherfuckers in the world. You know what I mean? They'll put out posts about you and screenshots, and you know, any company that you are affiliated with, they'll DM the company and be like, you know, this person's racist. And the weirdest thing is, you could see people's pictures and their profile, you know, and the way they talk, and you don't have a single fucking friend from another ethnicity. How do you even say it? From another race. Like, you know what I mean? You could tell who you are. You didn't grow up respected, not by no black folk, no essays, no Asians. You could tell. Like, we have eyes. We can see what you look like. You know what I mean? And we can see how you sound. You are not... You didn't grow up friends with nobody, you know what I mean? But you're quick to sit and point your fucking finger at everybody else and call everybody racist, you know what I mean? One of the things I've said was, post one picture, show you at a cookout when you were in high school, you know what I mean? Or a birthday party, or something real that shows that you've even been friends with minorities your whole fucking life. But nah, everybody can just pop online, they can yell racist, they can yell homophobe, and that's a problem. And then people be quiet and let that fucking shit happen. And you're able to look at your country and you see the direction your country's going in and the dire straits that our country's in right now. And that is why. 1000%, that is why, because you got the loudest chihuahuas that and they have no problem, and then the big dogs just sit back and allow it to fucking happen. People are able to make whatever fucking accusations they want. There's no repercussions for it. You know what I mean? It's I'm not built for social media, man. I've been on this for a while and I'm just not. You know what I mean? People all the time, oh, you're threatening people. I've never threatened anybody. Like, the last thing that I'm ever gonna do is beat on somebody who's cowering down in the corner in a room and just drop fucking bows on them. I'm never gonna do that. Ever. You know, I'll invite somebody to a fight. You know what I mean? There's been plenty of people who dislike me and will run their mouth on Twitter, and they're in Seattle. And ain't nothing between us but 180 miles. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing between us but a 2.5 hour drive. So I'll invite somebody. Hey, if you want to come down here, I'll fight you in a fucking heartbeat. You don't know me, man. This is me. This is who I am. I'm so nice though. I'll buy you 10 shots afterwards. You know. That's not threatening. That's inviting. Anyways, I'm so ill with social media, period. You know, you look back and you wonder how much of your time in your life are you going to give to this shit? And I'm not saying everybody, man, because there's some really cool people, man. There's some really good people, but this hobby is really turning into a me, or a what have you done for me lately, situation, and I've never been that guy. Like, I'm a loyal motherfucker. I have the same friends that I've had since I was a child, and there's a reason. You know what I mean? I'm not on social media because I burnt my bridges and I have nobody else. I have brothers. I have best friends. I have people I've known my almost entire life. I'm not one of these people who are on here because I have nobody. I love the community. I moved, to better my family. So I don't have my group of friends out here. I don't go to the fucking bar like I used to. Well, when I'm in Portland, I do. Because I'm trying to go hang out with my dudes. But out here, I don't, So I use this community because they're good people. But this thing has changed a lot, at least for me. I don't know if it's for everybody else, but this has changed a lot in the last couple of years. I've been a part of this for a few years. And I'm looking back and I'm wondering where the time went. That's why it's so easy for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to do a gun show on Saturday, and last second be like, you know what, I'm not fucking feeling it. It ain't all about money for me. I don't need it. It's, I don't know, man. It's just weird to me. But in short, fuck no, I ain't going to the fucking National. For what? You know what I mean? Plus, I don't trust myself. Like, I'm a different kind of dude. There have been some people that have been talking out the side of their necks. There have been some people who were friends of mine, who, want to fucking allow people to talk bad about me, in different rooms, and, want to fucking murder mouth me themselves and say some little fucking bullshit. Old friends that I really rocked with, you know what I mean? That I helped build up everything they have going on right now. I used to pay people to go into their auctions. Want to talk about me sideways. Crazy. People who you watch their shit right now and you see me. And not even, they don't even do things the same way that they did years ago. Like, I birthed, you know what I mean? Their style now. It's fucking weird. Anyways, yeah, I ain't going. There ain't no reason for me to go. So take this how you want, man. This isn't a diss to everybody, obviously. Like I always say, if the shoe fits, get it in 3 colors, 1 glitter. I don't give a fuck. But just some thoughts, man. Just thought I'd make a little video and throw some stuff out. If you guys haven't seen me around as much lately, this is why. Anyways, you guys take care, man. Be a light in somebody's life. That's it. Guns out.